Greetings, all. Professor Gomes here. I thought I'd take a few minutes to create this video to give you an idea what you can expect from me and what I can expect from what I want to expect from you as we start our course in the September 7th, fall 2022. I'm creating this videos. Well, actually, I'm creating it a couple of months before the course starts, but this will be posted. I'll post this a couple of weeks prior to our course beginning. So here it is, Math 203, Section 02, Fall of 22. Hello, students. Welcome to the course. I'm excited to work with you this term to assist you in your educational goals. I truly look forward to meeting you in person on the 7th and getting to know each of you. One of the many reasons I love teaching this course is some real world applications that we can share. Please go through all these web pages, familiarize yourself on how we'll operate. You'll see the book is free, and you can contact me. Here's my email address at Massasoit. If you have any challenges, but a lot of things we'll cover, we'll actually talk about when we meet face to face. But I did want to share this with you just to give you an idea. As I said, I'll post this a couple of weeks prior to, so when you walk in on the 7th, you won't be blindsided. First thing I want to show you here is the click on this course overview. Initially, when you log on to Canvas, when this course is published, if I go back here, this is the page that you'll call the landing page. You'll have course overview about your teacher, and then where the real stuff happens is in the learning module. So, course overview. Our class begins on the 7th, and I believe it's 1 o'clock, 1 to 2:15. A lot of folks like a hard copy of the syllabus, so here's a link to the PDF version. Students Canvas Beginning Guide. I don't know, I won't know how many people, this is your first semester at Massasoit and you're brand new to Canvas, but here again, a lot of what I'm going to talk about we'll rehash first couple of days in class. Canvas Beginning Guide. Take a moment. In fact, I'll just click on this um, Canvas. More assistance. How do I log in? Which browser should I use? Well, of course, it's not online, so that won't be applicable. Technical requirements, updating your profile, and so forth. Assignments and discussions. All right, so take a look at that if you're brand new to Canvas. Course description, basically right out of the catalog. Course covers algebra necessary for your completion if you're going on to pre-calculus and calculus. All right, functions and graphing utilities, absolute values, radicals, and so forth. Prerequisite. Well, here it is. Here again, right out of the catalog, C minus in Math 003 or in Math 012 out intermediate algebra, or if you've been placed in this course by doing a placement test. Student learning outcomes, here again, right out of the catalog. Course content, once again, functions, graphing, absolute value, systems of equations. This is probably one of the most important things. Your book is free. Great news. It's a free OER textbook, all right? Several ways of accessing it. You can view it online. You can download actually a PDF, or if you prefer a hard copy, you can actually buy it for, I believe it's $23. If I click on this, you can order it from Amazon. It's $22.90. Well, hardcover, $25.95. Some people prefer to have a hard copy, but it's 100% online, and you can download a PDF. Short video here on how to access your textbook. It's kind of explained right here, but the video brings you through it. Here again, PDF, you can get it online or buying a copy. Take a moment to look at that video. COVID. COVID's still here, at least when I'm recording this video, so I'm not sure. No one's sure what the policy is going to be when we go back to campus in September. Here's a link. if you have been exposed or if you do have COVID, come contract COVID, there's a form that you need to submit to the college. Right now, masks are required, but here again, this is all going to change. Please note that all COVID 19 guidance is subject to change based on the current public health guidance, so we don't know what's going to happen just yet. A little premature. Teaching procedure. Each class will begin with the discussion of the previous assigned problems. Basically, folks, I talk about some stuff. All right, we go through it. We either PowerPoint and sample examples. I assign some homework. You come in the next day, we go over the homework. All right, answer any questions, and then we proceed on to the next section. Canvas login policy. All right, choices have consequences for you, for me, for everyone else. Students expected to log into Canvas during the week to review the PowerPoints, which I will be doing in class. Google Slides are provided, and there's a plethora of helpful YouTube videos. All right, some of these videos I will actually play in class, and some require you to do. All right. Now, along with the PowerPoints, there'll be textbook readings that you'll be required to do. This is kind of like off topic here, but cell phones, cell phones turned off, no texting, just to be, just to be what? To be paying attention and not texting. I mean, obviously, if you've got something going on in your family where you need to be in touch, please let me know um, prior to class, and we'll make arrangements for that. But as a rule, please no texting in class. But I'll talk about that when we meet face to face. Super, super important. Perhaps the most important thing why I'm producing this video is to let you know that you're going to need a Texas instrument. Now, I'm specific. I'm not talking Casio or Sharp. TI, Texas Instrument 84 or newer graphing calculator. All right, all the exams and all your assessments, your exams will assume that you have a graphing calculator. Good news is if you don't own a 84 or newer, you can rent one from the college, $20. All right, and there's steps here that are outlined, making an appointment with the library to pick up your calculator. And yeah, hopefully you don't misplace it or lose it, because the college will kind of whack you a $120 charge if, for instance, you misplaced a calculator. So, super important. TI calculator. We can work with an 83 if you have an older one, but preferably an 84 or newer. If you're looking for a laptop or a hotspot, there's a link here to rent one from the college. Assignments, textbook readings, worksheets, assignments, section topic videos posted online. We meet on Mondays and Wednesdays. Now, this is kind of important one. Homework will neither be collected nor graded. Here's the reason why. The whole purpose of the homework is to prepare you for the exams. So the exams, all my exams, all our college algebra exams are multiple choice. Well, the homework will replicate your exam. By that I mean the homeworks are all multiple choice, which I'll go over the next day in class. Now, it doesn't make any sense for me to collect something in fact, they're multiple choice. Not only that, but I also provide you with the answers on the last page. All right, so I'm not going to collect something that I've already given you the answers to. There will be 4 exams. Right now, these are the dates I'm looking at. Are these set in stone? Yes and no. We'll see how things go. But right now, these are the dates that I've got planned. 4 exams, and the last one being a final exam. And it's a departmental final. We'll talk about that as we get closer and closer to the start. Here's the calendar for the fall semester. The only day it seems like we affects us is Monday the 10th, Indigenous Peoples Day. And then, of course, we do have a class on the 23rd because classes end at 4 o'clock. The Thanksgiving recess, our class is at 1. And there it is, all the way last day of class. And I said final exam, I believe, is December 21st. Grading policy, this is set by the college, all right, from A all the way down. And We shouldn't even be thinking about these. We're thinking about A's and B's. Course topics right from the math department. All right, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. I'm mentioning that Unit 4 is optional. Reason being, we're not sure how big the class is going to be. A fewer amount of students means we can cover more material, so this is optional. Now, we may get to this, we may not, but we'll see how the course proceeds, depending on how many they are and what your skill level is. All right, it's a critical thinking course. You're expected to organize, connect ideas. Each exam question will be designed to test your critical thinking skills. Student learning outcomes. Here again, this is published by the math department. Skills that you'll master. Academic dishonesty. All right, cheating. This pretty much kind of applies to online courses, but it's applicable here. I mean, you're not falsifying information, working on assignments with classmates without permission, plagiarism, purchasing or submitting assignments from others. All right. There's a link here to a grade appeal process. When with the issuance, of a failing grade by the faculty member for academic dishonesty will result in the student's dismissal from the program. So we want to stay away from that. We don't want to cheat on anything. Something else that's very important: if you have an IEP from past semesters, all right, or if you're first semester here, please contact the Disability Services Office, inform them of your disability, provide them with all the information. They will produce an accommodation letter. And in most cases, the accommodation letter allows for additional time or a quiet spot to take the exams. Usually, it's in the disabilities office. Um, but here's a number to contact them, all right, with their extension. So please, if you have an IEP or if you had one back in high school, please contact them. They will produce a combination letter and they will forward it to me. So I make sure that you have all the accommodations that you are rightly, you're rightly, you're rightly what you're allowed. All right. Affirmative action, equal opportunity, sexual harassment. All right, this is pretty straightforward. Massasoit prohibits discriminatory harassment and sexual harassment, including sexual violence. Please be, if anything happens, you can report it. We don't put up with any kind of harassment. Basic needs, if you're having some difficulty, all right, students that having some family emergencies or having difficulty accessing sufficient food, a lack of safe place to live, believe this is going to affect your performance, please feel free to contact the director of basic needs security for support. All right, basic needs, classroom behavior. Hey, we get along with one another. We don't. We're not disruptive. I'm not going to say too much about that. We're adults, and I treat you as an adult, and we treat each other with respect. If you need to withdraw from the course, there's a specific time in the calendar. There's a date for a withdrawal. Grade appeals. If you feel that you've gotten a grade that you didn't deserve, there's a link here to talk to or email the grades appeal officer. If something were to happen, incomplete grades, you've got X amount of time. If you did not complete the course, especially did not taking the final, there's a certain amount of time that you have until the grade turns into an F, incomplete grades. All right, this is a netiquette statement. Now, this is primarily for online, but we also have a discussion area. So obviously, we're polite to one another. If you do post in the discussion area, we just use some civility. We don't go after people. All right, so pretty much that's an overview of what you can expect And if I hit my back button here, let me go back to my home button here. As I said, when you first log on, this is what you'll be presented with. All right, this page here. The second link about your teacher gives you a brief summary of what I've been doing for the last 15 years. All right, take a look at that if you have a mind to. All right, have a mind to. Now, where all the action takes place is right here under learning modules. When you first log on, this page is the landing area that you'll be presented with. Once our course actually starts, you won't see this page. You'll actually go to the learning modules. All right. Now I'm in my view, and what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to X myself out this video because I don't want to. I want to just have a little more space here. So X that out. You go into what's called student view, and this is what you'll be presented with. All right. So get started page about your instructor. I already talked about that. Being successful in the course. All right. Oh, I can do that later. All right. Each week you'll have readings and chapter homework to complete. There's a temptation to put things off. I can do that later. All right. Get into a schedule. I'm sure that this is probably not the only course you're taking. So this fall, so you need to have a schedule. When am I going to do my college algebra stuff? Get the course syllabus on the left. You know, your time commitment, looking at 2 to 3 hours, maybe less, maybe a little more. If you need to contact me, with any questions, there's my email address, or you can use the inbox in Canvas, all right, to email me. Predicting your success. Great little TED talk. It's about grit. And the basic premise here is it's not always the smartest person who does the best. All right, it's the person that's grittiest. So please take a time, and the video is about 5 minutes long. All right, it's a TED talk. Good stuff here. We'll talk about these questions when we meet face to face. What's your reaction? Did you think we can strengthen grit? All right, give an example of your grit. Great little video. Ran across this. This is an older commencement speech, but it's got a lot of great topics. It's called Life Advice. Denzel Washington giving a commencement address back in 2011. It's inspirational. Please take a time, and it's only about 22 minutes long, but it's well worth watching. Great news here again. Your book is free. In fact, I want to leave my student view here. Great news. Your book is free. Here again, you can view it online, download a PDF. My feeling is viewing it online is the best way to do this. But you have different formats. You pick the one that's best for you. Here again, if you're brand new to Canvas, this is a tutorial video. All right. Canvas Getting Started Guide if you're brand new. Like what it says here, make friends with the help button. I move this out of the way here. You can see it bottom left hand corner, this little question mark for help. Make friends with the help button. Or shoot me an email, ask a question in class. Right. And what's up next? You can update your profile. A lot of people put a picture, tell the rest of the class a little bit about themselves. All right, viewing your grade. You won't be submitting anything online using the inbox to email, using Canvas on your phone or your mobile device. All right, helpful hints there. Basic computer requirements. Test your computer for readiness. Java, you haven't updated it. Adobe Reader. Oh, yeah, all the PDFs. The homework are PDFs. So Adobe Reader is free. QuickTime if you've got a Mac. All right. Now, folks don't realize, but you can get a free copy of Microsoft Office. All right. But there's an Apache Open Office link. Microsoft Silverlight. here again for mobile devices. And here it is here. Pretty much Canvas um, suggests that you use Chrome. All right, it doesn't support IE Internet Explorer. Chrome is the browser of choice. But here's what I find: a lot of students don't realize that by virtue of being an active student, you can download a free copy of Microsoft 365. Now that's important because of the PowerPoints which I produce. All right, if you have Office on your machine, all right, if you don't own a copy, free download as long as you're a student here at Massasoit, and there's a download link for you. TI 8384. I say 84. The library now is giving out 84s, but if you have a newer CE or a newer TI, that's fine. I can work with the 83, but notice TI, nothing else, no other brand. I have emulators, but the emulators are based upon the Texas Instrument. There's a TI guide here. Folks oftentimes will tell me, well, I didn't know how to do this on the calculator. Folks, Google hundreds and hundreds of videos on the TI calculator. You can always shoot me an email. I produce a video for you. Ask a question in class. But if it's a Saturday night at 9 o'clock and you're working on something, you get stuck. Google. All right, many, 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 many videos on the TI calculator. Now, in fact, let me just do this. Let me go back to, let's see, let me go back to the sandbox here. Go back to learning modules. All right, so that's the getting started. Now, you're not going to see anything that talks about Unit 1 or, well, Unit 2 or Unit 3 or Unit 4. All right, initially, you'll just see this getting started link. But let me just show you what I've got here is the readings that go right to different sections that we'll be talking about. These links to these textbook pages will also be included in the weekly Mondays and Wednesdays assignments. Be sure what I'm talking about. If I click on Unit 1, we take a peek at, say, our first day's homework, 9-7. Start out with a textbook reading. You'll review a PowerPoint that I've gone through in class. Some people prefer to watch the Google slides. I will assign some homework. It's a PDF file. I will give you a hard copy of this, but it's also there. If you are absent, it's available, or if you misplace it, there is the PDF assignment. Videos, Khan Academy videos, YouTube videos. Great. All right. I'm asking you to watch some of these now. This will take place each and every day that I post, every Monday and Wednesday. Pretty much the same thing will happen. If I go to my next day, Monday the 12th, once again, we start out with a textbook reading. What is a function? There's a review. I'm asking you to review the PowerPoint. There is a PowerPoint in Google Slides. All right. So pretty much that's the way that we'll operate. So kind of went through this rather quickly, but if you're familiar with Canvas, this is nothing new to you. If you're not, here again, all of this will be explained when we meet face to face, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can expect from me and from the course. I've got all the homeworks all laid out right to the very end. Something else I'll mention, if I go back to Unit 1, discussion boards, all right, how to post a discussion board, Unit 1 discussion board. Some people like posting to the discussion board. The benefit is if you ask a question and I answer it, everyone sees your question and sees your answer. And some people would just rather just shoot me an email. To be quite honest, I think the email works better, but I give you the option to post to a discussion board. So that is pretty much it. Hopefully this helps. Like I say, I'll post this. You'll be seeing this most likely a couple of weeks, probably by the next to last week in August. I'll be posting this so you get an idea of what you can expect from me, and most importantly, what I kind of expect from you. Alrighty then. I'll see you on the other side. Hope this was a help to you.